Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautorestore.com. I'd like to share with you an update. This is the 1950 Ford F47 pickup. For American viewers, it's similar to the Ford F1 truck. In an earlier video, we shared with you where we had been doing quite a bit of work on the back end of the truck, where we had dry fitted and set the bed on the back. We had the new triple plated chrome rear bumper with the new chrome brackets, and we had just dry fitted the rear fenders on, and we did the back window with the new seal. We had mentioned that we ordered a special wood kit for the bed. It had been on back order for quite some time, so now it finally arrived. This looks quite simple, but this is an incredible amount of work. So just like to share with you, so in 1950 these Ford trucks did not come with a wood bed as an option or available as standard equipment. I think the first year, I'm not a Ford truck expert, but I believe the first year for a wood floor availability from the factory was 1953. However, there's aftermarket companies out there that sell conversion kits or a wood kit that you can convert your truck to have this nice wood finish. So that's what we went ahead and had done. We had purchased this kit, and there's several ways to do it. So this wood kit is a really nice oak wood, and you can see by the grain it's going to be quite nice. So the kit comes, basically they just supply you with the parts, and there's a lot of work in measuring and drilling and cutting that you need to do. So they basically send you a box with the wood, and you'll notice that the the four pieces in the middle on the Ford trucks are the same width, and then the two outside pieces are larger or wider. And then so they supply you with the wood, and then they supply these strips that have grooves in them, and the wood has grooves for these to ride into, but nothing is drilled, marked, or measured. They just supply you with the parts. So all of the wood needs to be measured and trimmed and fitted in place, and nothing was really square. So we had to plane the sides and trim the sides and the center pieces to make them fit properly. And then these main rails, they're a high polished stainless rail. They don't have any holes drilled in, so we have to mark and measure and drill all of the holes. And then this back filler panel, it comes longer on purpose, and then you have to trim it to fit for your application. So basically, with all the cross rails in the bed, and then the mounting points that go between this truck bed and the frame, they all have to be marked, measured, and drilled. So we did all that first, so we made sure that the bed was square with the frame and with the truck. And then we had to pre-drill the holes, because those main bolts are hidden underneath. And then these rails go in, and then we had to measure and mark all of these holes. So looking at this, it looks like, wow, this is really simple. It just slides in, and you set the bolts up, but there's quite a bit of work involved to get to this stage. So our next step, you can see we have all the carriage bolts just kind of sitting there. So we're not going to tie or bolt everything down. We know that everything fits correctly, and we have the equal spacing from front to back. So now that we know everything is mounted properly, we'll be disassembling everything, and then we'll start working on the wood. We'll sand and stain the wood, and then we're going to use an automotive clear coat to protect the stain, and we're going to do both sides, the bottom and the top of these wooden planks. So we have everything all labeled and marked, 1 through 6 for the boards, and then all of our strips are all labeled and marked so they go back in the same position. So this is going to look quite smart. This is the upgraded hardwood oak bed floor with the high polished stainless strips for the 1950 Ford F47 pickup. I thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.